children, have you ever met the bogeyman before? No, of course you haven't, for you're much too good, I'm sure. Don't you be afraid of him if he should visit you. He's a great big coward, so I'll tell you what to do.
Here comes the
Bogeyman, don't let him come too close to you. He'll catch you if he can. Just pretend that you're a crocodile, and you will find that Bogeyman will run away a mile.
Most of its facial features appear to resemble more canine than human. It looks like some sort of man-dog thing. The other thing that you notice, the eyes tend to be a shade of red. They're almost like they would glow if you didn't know any better, since you didn't see them when it was actually dark out before the lights came on. And the other thing final thing you notice is that its hands end in sharp-clawed talons.
That's bad.
It does seem to be taken aback by the fact that it is currently having light shined upon it. So you do see it kind of like rear back a little bit, but it is definitely getting ready to continue charging forward.
I'm gonna fire at it then if I can.
You can fire at half your dexterity. Since we're doing that as a second action, so I'll let you know when we get to that point in the initiative.
Okay. Do I still have movements left?
You could move farther if you would like.
I want to jump down on top of the crates.
Okay, you can do that. Make a jump check.
I made it by 4.
Okay, you can jump down without any kind of an issue. So you're standing on those crates. They do tend to wobble back and forth a little bit when you jump on them, but it looks like you've got yourself more or less centered. Joe.
I am going to run away.
Okay. Make a... I don't know if they have a fucking... Make a dexterity check. Again, it'll be dex times 5 is what you're rolling, as Andy attempts to stop you.
Made it by 9.
Okay. He's only now beginning to get his cane up because you're faster than him, so you can easily like brush past his cane because he doesn't have enough time to put any strength behind it. You can easily brush past his cane. If you're running, you can actually make it outside.
I will make it outside.
Okay.
Out of the way, Professor!
Keaton, it is your turn.
I will continue to hide there.
Alright. And you succeeded at your hide check originally, correct?
I don't... You had me roll a listen check. I don't know. You had me roll a hide.
Go ahead and make a hide roll.
No.
Okay. So you're kind of hiding back there in the corner. It's like, they can't see me?
You can't see
They don't know where I am.
Close your eyes, you can't see them.
Exactly.
Alright.
They can't see you.
The white bead there.
Mm-hmm.
The creature, after it's kind of like taken aback a little bit by the light, it springs forward and attempts to launch itself at Chris. I will need to make a jump check first, which it is successful at, barely, but still successful. And then it will attempt to strike at you with its claws, which is unsuccessful. The light apparently threw... the way you looked, it looked like it was going to charge forward, but apparently the way its legs are shaped, it was actually preparing to jump.
Would I be able to react to the jump and try and get a shot off?
You'll be able to get a shot off at half your dex, the same as Josh.
You go after...
Yeah, which means you're going to go after everything else, because half your
Okay.
dex is going to put you at 8 in the initiative. Right now, the last person is Andy with 11.
Okay.
Apparently, however, when the light was shined on it, it managed to distract it enough that it kind of leapt at you and was off target a little bit. So it made an impressive leap towards you, but when it slashed its claws, it was in an area where you were not at yet. It looked like your forward momentum hadn't carried you to where it was. It over-guessed where you were going to be standing.
Okay.
But it looks like they would have definitely done some serious damage had they made connection. The other one is going to move around the corner of the crates and stop there. You notice it at this point. I'm going to need you to make... Oh, and Joe, you're going to need to make a sanity check too as you run out the door. I forgot about that.
And what's sanity check?
You're rolling on against your current sanity.
Sanity points.
Yeah,
It's percentile roll. You want to roll less than.
No, my current. Yeah, I just made it.
Yeah.
Then no ill effects.
Still same.
So, okay.
As you see the thing come around the corner, you don't necessarily have any light on that one. But you see it walk around the corner, and it's not so much looking as it is sniffing the air.
Okay.
Which
I'll try
was
not to smell.
which was in some
Good luck with that.
which was in some notes that I gave somebody, but he left out the part that they were tracking them by smell.
I'm a drunk, Craig. Apparently a terrible reader.
Yeah, my hand torch is off, and I did say I had the baseball
Yeah.
in my right hand. So if he gets any closer, I'll get ready to throw the baseball.
Okay, Andy, you're the last person to go. You went to raise your cane up to try and block
But he went past
Joe,
you.
but he basically ran right past you. You can still make a movement action if you want, since he's gotten past you.
I'd like to move between the weird looking guy and the woman.
You'll be able to get over there, but putting yourself between the two of them is going to be difficult. Its arms are slightly longer than a human's, almost like a gorilla. But it is still close enough to her that getting yourself in between them is going to be more dangerous than attempting to do anything else to try and save her.
Okay, then
You'd basically be sacrificing yourself at that point, because you're
Well,
going to
I
put the
don't
thing
wanna
right...
Could
sacrifice
shoot
myself.
you.
Yeah. Well, I do have my revolver. I'd like to shoot.
Okay.
Shoot her!
So now we'll go to half decks. Chris, you will go first.
Okay.
You're going to make a roll based on your pistol skill.
Handgun.
Oh.
A handgun.
Okay. It's all alphabetical. I'll use the right word.
Oh boy.
10.
All right.
Defeated by 30.
Hell of a shot.
10% will hit.
Let's see how much damage it does.
1d6.
Give me 1 second here. You made it by 30.
Yes.
It will hit. Nope, don't have it. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
1d6. 3.
3 points of damage. Points. Okay. You managed to take a shot off at it. It is still kind of moving around, so you managed to clip it in one of its left arm. But it doesn't look like it's done a significant amount of damage. It definitely reels back from the hit, but it doesn't look like it's slowing down at all at this point.
Okay.
Josh.
I'm gonna fire at it too.
Okay.
I miss.
All right. Your shot rings wide. And Andy.
Pull trigger. 28. Succeed.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is D10.
No, Jesus.
He's using a revolver.
Pretty well.
Chris is just using a derringer.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled a 5. Is there any adjustment?
No.
Okay, then
Just 5.
It's a lady's business.
It's like almost
That definitely seems to rock him back,
I would
and
love to have more.
he is not moving slower, but it looks like he's definitely reacting more to that wound in addition to his other one. That one hit him solidly in the lower abdomen. So he's taking a step back, and he's kind of staggered at this point, but he looks like he's still willing to fight on.
Is talking a free action? 'Cause I'd like to yell for her to get out.
Talking is a free action.
Get out!
Get out of there!
This is
And
no
with
place
that,
for a woman.
we'll go back up to the initiative. The people who've tied... I'm just going to have you just roll once at the beginning, so we're not going to worry about the ties from here on out,
Okay.
unless it becomes important. So, Chris, your declaration.
I'm gonna move to get out the door.
Okay?
I can't do it.
Not yet. It's just a
Okay,
declaration.
that's
vote.
your-
Sorry.
That's what she
Josh.
intends to do.
I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Don't
Declaration.
roll yet. Just declaration. I just because
I'm
if
gonna shoot at it
yeah,
again.
because if you're shooting versus doing anything else, you go in a different order in the
Yeah.
initiative.
cuts down your time.
Look, man, he just wants to shoot things, alright? I
Joe,
don't blame him.
I'll regret it, but I'll look back to see exactly what's going on.
you look back in time to see this thing staggering after you hear a couple of gunshots go. So it looks like they're holding their own. They should be fine.
I'm going to just back away over here and just, yes, my wanted move.
Keaton, the thing appears to be looking at you.
Okay, that's what I do want to know.
Yeah. While his eyes don't glow, you can definitely see a bit of an outline for where they are.
Okay. I'm gonna assume he sees me. I mean, if it's that obvious in this light.
Yeah, with how close he is and the ambient light coming from everywhere else, he's definitely looking at you.
I didn't get a good look like they did.
No.
Because it's still in the dark. So, what I'm pretty much gonna do, because if I hear them doing gunshots, I'm gonna assume that it's a threat. I'm pretty much just gonna run at it with the baseball in the hand, hit it, and try to push it away, and I'm gonna run.
Okay.
You run toward it?
No, run like back to where you guys are. I just want to make him stumble and try to get away.
Slow down.
And Andy.
I will. I'd like to finish off the opponent.
Okay.
If he's still
shooting?
if he hasn't, that depends. If
Or
he's,
clubbing him with the cane.
Yeah, if he's wobbly and unsure-footed, I'd like to dive on him with the blade out of the cane. Because I don't want to misfire.
Yeah, it based on your last shot, it would appear that if you hit him good with the cane, it should be enough to finish him off, or at the very least convince him that this is not a place he wants to be.
Now, yeah, I will close on him and then attack.
So actual action phase, Chris.
Alright. Moving out the door.
All right. Actually, I'm sorry. Before you do that, the gunfire goes first.
Okay.
So, Josh,
Fucking miss again.
more shots ringing wild.
So now I'm out the door.
Now you're out the door because he was the only person
I get
shooting.
3 attacks around with this gun.
Are you making 3 attacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Then after Chris goes out the door, you get your second attack.
Alright.
How many bullets do you have?
4 left.
Alright.
So you can make your second attack now.
Okay. I made it by 22 this time.
Okay. Roll your damage.
5.
5. And you were shooting at the white one, correct?
Yep.
All right. And with that, you see the beast topple over as a well-placed shot from Alex strikes him in the chest and brings him down.
A well-placed shot that took 3 bullets.
They were like tracer rounds, man. It's just lining up the target.
Yeah, sure.
Joe
I will
is.
have to change my action first.
They don't have a cowering skill, so I can't have you roll that. But yeah, you're in Pakistan.
That's where everybody wants to be, right?
Keaton.
The opium dens.
I'm gonna run at him and try to pretty much push him over so I can get a head start.
Okay. Go ahead and make. It's not a. I don't want to have you roll grapple. Technically, it would fall under grapple.
Yeah, because I'm
What,
not
he
just hitting him with
fist?
the ball. I'm trying to make.
He's not trying to do damage.
He's not trying. He's not trying.
to
He's not trying to knock him over. He's just trying to knock him over. Yeah. So I think it's going to be a grapple roll. So go ahead and roll for grapple. Probably not a good percentage.
Base 25 is at the bottom.
You by a lot.
All right, you go to push this thing out of your way, and like it kind of sidesteps and moves with you. You can attempt to try and run through it and around the corner of the crates.
Yeah. If he's gonna do that, I mean, I'll try to
Move
move
him,
around instead of me just busting my face into the
Back a
stairs.
little bit right there. Okay. So you go to push him. He kind of like moves to the side, and then you
I
just
just
kind of
got
like
juked.
take the opportunity to juke around the corner.
After you.
I juked his juke.
Can I see the blue one from where I'm standing?
From where you're
He's on the
standing,
I'm on the boxes.
you might be able.
This-
You might be able to catch a bit of him if you look around.
Okay.
You might be able to catch a bit of him at the corner right as he goes around the corner after Keaton.
Well, if he's going after Keaton, I'm going to use my last shot
Well,
to shoot at him.
he gets to go before you get your last shot.
Right.
Which
when
means
he goes after Keaton, I can't see him that well right now. So if
Correct.
he does follow
If he-
Keaton, I'll
he's-
probably
yeah.
get a better angle.
well, he's basically gonna move one square over. And
Can I see Keaton from where I'm standing?
from where you're standing? No, you can hear
Okay.
him running, but you can't see him. And this thing is going to attempt to claw you. It has failed to hit. And that is all it does. Andy, the target that you are going to attack is no more. You may continue to stab it if you'd like, or you may redeclare what you want to do.
I will redeclare what I would like to do. Had I noticed the second creature?
You have not noticed the second creature, but you do hear somebody running around that crate, and it looks like they're coming back towards your end of the building.
Oh,
Oh,
You may have heard.
oh,
You may have heard a help.
Yes. Then I
Talking
will.
is a free
I will move this way. Not very far.
Okay.
Just around the crate again.
All right.
Because you're obviously faster than me, so there's no way I'll be able to reach it before anything happens. Because I'm a hobbling guy.
Now
As an
I'd
athlete,
see
I hope
Andy,
I'm
correct?
faster than you.
You
He'd be
do
able to
see. You
me.
do see Andy. Yes.
I saw Keaton. I would have seen Keaton run.
You would have seen Keaton, like, after you shot the other thing and you kind of, like, look around to see what's going on, you would have heard Keaton running, which means you would have caught sight of this thing, like, as it kind of ducked past him and then moved around after him.
All right.
So you're not going to be able to take
Do
your
I-
third shot this round
do
because
you
you have
have,
no
like,
visible target.
a blade out or something?
I would have
Well, I'm gonna let him know that
probably
Keaton's coming around
bared
the
the
corner.
blade and the sword cane, but
Okay.
I still have my revolver just in case.
Well, I'm gonna let
So,
you know that
so, like,
Keaton is coming around the corner, so don't shoot right away.
All right.
Maybe him.
And then we're going to go into declaration. Chris, you're outside. Are you going to stay outside?
Yes.
Okay. Josh.
I'm gonna get off the crates. Probably
What's
run towards the door.
okay? Joe's outside. You're not doing anything additional.
Nope.
Keith, I'm assuming you're just going to continue running around that corner and towards the door.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, did I actually hear him tell Andy that I'm coming around the corner?
Yes.
Okay, so is it safe for me to pretty much assume that Andy's
You're not
gonna
gonna
be
get
on the
shot
south
at
side?
immediately.
He's going to be somewhere around the corner. You don't necessarily
Okay.
know where, but you know he is around that corner.
Why don't you make a geology check?
Dude, totally.
Poetry.
I can totally know what kind of dirt and soot's on the ground, so I can try to have the character trip on it.
And Andy.
I will stay where I am, but I will aim for the center of the corridor with the revolver.
You want to shoot the first thing that comes around the corner?
Not the first
I'll
thing.
let you do it for free.
Because I was warned, but I'm not going to leave till he's past me.
Okay.
But thanks for giving him that option. That was very nice.
Yeah, I feel like I need to give people options. Otherwise, what's the point? All right. So Chris, you're outside. Josh, I'm gonna need a jump check.
Nope.
Okay.
Failed on the shit.
You you kind of lower yourself down. You're going to jump down off the crates, and the boxes start to tilt again as you move towards the edge. It throws your balance off a little bit. You manage to hit the ground, but you will take 2 points of damage as you turn your ankle.
So is he kind of over? Are you here, Josh?
No, he's still standing. He just landed on his ankle.
Down there, and then I'm gonna. If I have any ability to move, I will move.
Yeah, you can still move. You just did not land the way
You're
you
gonna
wanted to
hobble for
land.
a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So you
head
work that
towards the
out.
door.
All right.
I can lend you my cane.
Now, if you were an athlete,
Keaton, you're running around the corner. You'll be able to basically get to where Andy is.
okay. What I would like to do
Mm-hmm.
is, yeah, if I come around the corner and I see him with the revolver pointing down the damn hallway,
Can I make a
I will
suggestion?
duck.
You're a baseball player, right?
Yeah.
Slide.
Slide.
Well, I don't want to just slide. I would like to
If you see
stop
Andy with the gun, you should slide.
a square before, so that I'm still ducking out of the way. But if he's coming around full force and I'm ducked, I'm hoping he can get a shot off and he'll trip over me. Like,
Okay.
So at least he's prone after that. That's
Alright.
what I'm
Then
shooting
maybe I
for.
can finish him off.
And yes, so I'm trying to set you up, and then we can also just pummel the shit out of it.
All right. It is going to move around the corner, giving chase. Let me see here. What skills would that come under?
Well, that is a fucking no man's land of shit and debris.
Nope. Alright, it is going to plow around the corner. It is not going to expect you to be ducked, so it will hit you. Make a dex roll. It managed to maintain its footing, but it's basically going to be between you and Andy.
Okay. So it is.
So
It like stepped over you.
mission accomplished. Yeah.
So
Um,
now just
you and-
shooting.
It didn't topple. It just
And I will stay ducked until the gunfire goes
yeah.
off.
good plan.
Andy, you will get to shoot before it finishes anything else with its action.
Is it? Since I'm not going to move, can I stab and shoot in the same round?
No.
Okay, but I have my revolver out. I will.
You do have your revolver. Technically, because you would have had more or less like a ready to action, you would have been able to shoot when it got around the corner, but I'm assuming you were going to wait for it to
But I was
like get
waiting,
as close
yeah.
as possible to make sure you can hit.
Gun punch that motherfucker.
Pistol whip the bitch.
We're having to shoot it at half dex then too.
I believe there might be crates in his way.
Well, with where he managed
I
to
don't know how many
hobble,
movement squares I had left, so I just put myself there.
that
Because
is
you were limping, so yeah, that might have been shortened.
I jumped down 1,
yeah.
and then moved 4. Fuck!
Yeah, we'll say that you can get there. I'll allow you to take a shot at half dex, but there's going to be some penalties because you're basically shooting around Andy
Okay.
and trying to hit this
His
thing.
ear.
It won't be the first time.
But Andy, you get to make your roll first.
Okay. 32. I made it by 8%.
Okay, that is enough to hit. So roll your damage.
8 points. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Shit in my pants.
Its final part of its action, as it moves around the corner, it trips over you and kind of like manages to steady itself between you and Andy. It is going to try and lash out at both of you, one with each claw. You are ducked. That will hit you unless you can successfully dodge.
Alright, dodge. Dex times 2.
I need to
No.
know how much you made it by.
No, I didn't make it at all.
You didn't make it at all? Okay, so it will catch you with one of its claws. Andy will also be hit,
Okay. And
unless you can make a successful dodge roll.
I can try. I failed.
Okay,
But I did try.
you did try, and that's all he said he was going to do. Alright, so...
Now, it's a question. Was he getting a penalty at all for being shot? Because you did say before that the revolver staggered the one a lot before.
consider it flavor text for all intents and purposes. There's no penalties to damage you
Okay,
take until
that's what I was asking.
until you get to less than 3 hit points.
Yeah, it doesn't particularly want to
Okay.
say how many hit points it has left. It just says it notices you got hit.
Well, no, more
Yeah,
like
He did say it was staggered.
I do have to announce that weapon attacks have an effect because there are certain creatures that are
that's what I
not
was
affected by
curious of,
weapons.
is
Yeah.
if it just made it harder for him to hit us because he just got
No,
shot.
that's what I was
I did give him a penalty to making his attack based on everything that happened, but he rolled ridiculously
Yeah,
well.
that's all I wanted to know. Okay.
Keaton, you'll take 5 points of damage. Andy will take 2.
Got backhanded.
Yeah.
I got fucking sliced.
But at this time, Josh, you'll be able to make your attack. I need to know how much you make it or fail by.
I made it by 20.
Made it by 20, so okay, you won't accidentally shoot Andy or Keaton, so that will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4.
4 is enough damage to cause him to drop.
I'm gonna pummel the shit out of him with a baseball.
Why did you get a bat?
I was gonna say, seriously, what are you doing
Fucking
around with a baseball?
Am I a pitcher or am I a batter?
That's your sexual preference.
Pitch.
more than-
You're a pitcher.
Alright, good.
I
You
more
can
or less,
still hit
I
this
more or less
thing.
gave you the baseballs to throw at people.
Yeah.
If you wanted a bat, you have a bat, but it's not on the standard stuff that you would carry around because you can't really easily carry a bat. You might have a couple of baseballs in a backpack or something.
You can have a
That's why
bat.
I made a stop.
There is no designated hitter rule at this time in baseball.
Is
Well,
no
pretty much what I'm
designated
doing
hit.
is I'm just like cupping the ball and I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it.
Okay, that will actually kill him then because he was not dead,
That's what I'm going
but
for.
he was down. So that will actually finish him off.
You want some?
Fine.
From outside, or are you talking?
So
to
he
I thought he was talking to me.
is the encounter over then? For the most part.
The combat is currently over.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop here now.
Well, we still got a few minutes.
Yeah, you have
If
not.
he's
You have
bashing
not.
its head in,
Yeah, you
I
have
wanna
not
go
actually
over-
explored any of the warehouse. You came in. You were detected by some creatures of some sort. Andy, make a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Angle my head back in the door. Everybody alive?
Failed.
That's supposed to be?
You just see me like, oh!
There's some sort of unnatural creature of that you're sure, but beyond that,
I'll be sitting.
well, if he's
again.
bashing
What?
in one head,
On
the one
God's
head,
green
I'm
earth
gonna
was
take my
that?
pocket knife out,
Oh,
and just
no,
stab the
no,
other one in the
creature.
head just to make sure it's
I'm sure.
dead.
okay.
'Cause I don't think I'm gonna hit it in the head with it.
Quick, go
nobody
now!
hit in the head, but that one is actually dead.
After it dies, about 5 hits after that, I'll stop.
Okay.
Was there like
I'm scared shitless.
like dumpsters or anything outside?
You didn't actually see it,
There would have
so
been a
you
couple of
didn't
dumpsters
see it.
on the way. There's not one immediately
Oh, I
outside.
did.
I-
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'm gonna go find Joe and see if he
Who's in Timbuktu by now?
Okay, well if he's not there, then I'm gonna.
No, what I'll do, I'll eventually stop when I see Chris's character come out, and then I'll hear the sounds of gunfire. But I'm going to be like over here, like this, rocking back. It's alright. It's gonna be okay.
Alright, well then he's
It's
fucked
gonna be
up.
alright.
I'm gonna take a breather and say to Andy's character, we should probably stash one of these bodies somewhere. Because they're gonna come clean it up again. And this way we have something to show somebody that something's going on here.
Where do you suggest we do that?
There's dumpsters around some of the one part of the building.
Anyone have a bag where you can cut its head off?
We might be able to take it to the lodge. Flaherty might want to see these.
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. I just don't
That's what I'm
know.
saying.
Jimmy's strong enough. He can probably carry one.
I'll cut off a head.
Can we go now?
There may be more.
What you,
We're firing
you
guns.
guys here? I'm gonna.
Bang bang.
Be quiet, Joe. Boom!
I'm gonna eventually.
Did you
Hang on. I'm gonna need
see,
some
Royce,
liquid
did you see where they
courage.
came from? Which part of the warehouse?
It looked like they came from the direction of where the blood was being, like, where it was dragged to.
Where so the blood, if we follow it, should be,
To maybe more.
Now, do you believe me?
or maybe
Certainly believe
something
something.
else.
So let's find out what happens next time. Whatever we do with the bodies or something.
Whatever we do with the box.
Yeah, whether it's if Joe can kick his habits.
No. No.
No.
So see you next episode for Guild of Fools presents Call of Cthulhu.